Today's topic is phase locked loop. It is a monolithic IC 565. The phase locked loop or PLL is one of the most useful blocks in modern electronic circuit. It is used in many applications such as FM modulation, demodulation, frequency synthesis, and also used in control system applications such as motor control, tracking control. Phase locked loop or phase locked loop is a closed loop control system that generates an output signal whose phase is related to the phase of the input signal. The PLLIC 565 is usable over a wide frequency range starting from 0.1 Hz to 500 kHz. It has highly stable center frequency. The main purpose is to lock the output frequency and phase of the input signal. The main applications of PLL are frequency synthesis and frequency modulation. In frequency synthesis, it provides multiple of reference signal frequency, that is frequency multiplication and frequency translation. It is also used in FM modulation and demodulation. In FM modulation, it provides excellent linearity between the input signal frequency and the PLL output voltage, and also widely used in modems, telemetry transmitters and receivers. The three major sections of PLL is phase detector, low pass filter and voltage controlled oscillator. So the input signal is applied to the phase detector, so it detects the phase of the input signal and feedback signal received from the output signal, and the phase difference produce an output voltage. That voltage is called as error voltage. So given to the low pass filter, it removes the high frequency noise and then given to the voltage control oscillator. So it produces frequency output signal depending upon the incoming input voltage. Phase detector is nothing but comparator. It compares the two input signal, one from the direct input signal and other one is the output signal from the voltage controlled oscillator. So it compares the input voltage VA at the frequency Fi and the feedback voltage from the voltage controlled oscillator VCO at frequency F0. So the phase detector compares these two input signals and produces a constant DC voltage, that is error voltage VE. So that error voltage is directly proportional to the phase difference between input signal and that is Fi and output signal, that is F0. So the output voltage V of the phase detector is called as error voltage. This error voltage is then applied to low pass filter. Next portion is low pass filter. So the error voltage is given to the low pass filters. It removes the high frequency noise present in the phase detectors. So main objective of low pass filter is to produce ripple free DC voltage. So this DC level is amplified to an adequate level and is applied to voltage control oscillator. So the DC amplifier output voltage is called as the control voltage VC. That control voltage VC is given to the VCO, voltage control oscillator. Next portion is voltage control oscillator. The output of low pass filter is amplified with an amplifier. Then amplified output is called as control voltage VC. Then VC is applied to the VCO, voltage control oscillator. So the output of voltage controlled oscillator, mainly that output frequency is directly proportional to the control voltage applied to the VCO. So the VCO frequency F0 is again compared with the input frequency by the phase detector and is adjusted continuously until it equal to the input frequency. So it process continues until it equals to the input frequency. F0 should be equal to Fi. So the maximum frequency of VCO is 500 kHz. So VCO provides simultaneous square wave and triangular wave outputs as a function of the input voltage. The frequency of oscillation is determined by the resistor and capacitor along with the voltage VC applied to the control terminal. So the VCO provides a signal having a certain frequency when there is no input signal applied to it. This frequency can be shifted to either side by applying DC voltage to it. Therefore, the frequency deviation is directly proportional to the DC voltage present at the output of the low pass filter. PLL operates in three modes. First one is free running mode, then capture mode, then lock mode. So first we will discuss about free running mode. If initially the PL operates in free running mode when no input is applied. If we don't apply any input to the PLL, that phase detector produce small error voltage. That error voltage is given to low pass filter. Then low pass filtered output is again given to voltage control oscillator. It produces a small frequency signal. So that signal is again fetched to the phase detector. So it operated in free running mode. Next, capture mode. When we apply small input signal having some frequency, then output frequency of VCO will start change, because that output free running output frequency compared with input frequency in phase detector, so it produces an error voltage. Then error voltage is filtered in the low pass filter, then amplified and given to voltage control oscillator, so it start to change. So that changing frequency is called as that operating mode is called as capture mode. Next is lock mode. The output signal frequency of VCO will change continuously until it is equal to the input signal frequency. Now it is said to be PLL operated in lock mode. In lock mode, so in the input frequency is equal to the output frequency. So that phase detector output is, that is called as error voltage, is constant. Okay, so that condition is called as lock mode. Center frequency or free running frequency of voltage control oscillator output is F0 is equal to 0.3 divided by R1 into C1. Then lock frequency range, that is FL is equal to 8 F0 divided by V. So V is the total voltage, so where V is equal to plus V plus minus V, that is applied input power. Next one is capture range, FC. So FC is equal to plus or minus 1 divided by 2 pi into square root of 2 pi FL divided by R2 into C2. So F0 is the center frequency and capture range is small compared to lock range. So it is between lock capture range is located inside the lock range. So this is the internal structure of IC 565, that is the PLL. So it consists of phase detector, amplifier, VCO and low pass filter. And then resistance R2 and C2 forms a low pass filter. So R2 embedded inside the IC 565 and C2 we have to connect in external. So R2, it is a fixed value, it is in 3.6 kilo ohm. Next you will see about applications of PLL. So the main application of PLL is frequency translation and frequency multiplication. So the frequency synthesizer is supposed to produce an output signal, the frequency of which can be precisely adjusted to any value in a prescribed range. So the output of a synthesizer should be stable. So in order to ensure the stability output frequency, a crystal oscillator of frequency F oscillator is used. Normally in PLL, the phase detector compares the input signal frequency with the voltage control oscillator frequency. So the process continues until that input frequency equals to the voltage control oscillator output frequency. So that error voltage is constant. So if we introduce small divider network, that is N network, in between that feedback path, that is phase detector and voltage control oscillator. So that voltage control oscillator outputs divided by a constant value, and that constant value divided value given to that phase detector. So that phase detector compares these two and produces different error voltage. That error voltage again this process continues until it reaches the divided value with input signal frequency value. So now that output frequency is different from the input frequency. So in order to obtain the same frequency, the output of divided by n network, the VCO frequency should be adjusted. So voltage control oscillator frequency is input frequency, that is oscillator frequency into n divided by m. PLL can be used for frequency multiplication and as well as frequency translation applications. In frequency translation, so the output frequency is modified with respect to input frequency within the range, and frequency multiplication can also be achieved using PLL. Thank you for watching.